The sun, it's a giant ball of hot gas. It's the center of our solar system. Without the sun, there would be no life on Earth. The sun gives us light and warmth. It allows plants to grow. It drives our weather patterns. The sun is a star, just like the ones we see at night. It's a massive engine of nuclear energy. It's been shining for billions of years. Stars like our sun don't last forever. They have a life cycle just like us. The sun was born in a giant cloud of gas and dust. This cloud was cold and dark. It was filled with the building blocks of stars. Gravity pulled the gas and dust together. The cloud started to collapse in on itself. It got denser and hotter. As the cloud collapsed, it began to spin faster and faster. The center became incredibly hot. At the very center, a protostar formed. This protostar was much bigger than our sun is today. Temperatures and pressures continued to rise. Eventually, it got so hot that nuclear fusion began. Nuclear fusion is the process that powers stars. It's the process of fusing hydrogen atoms together to create helium. This fusion releases a tremendous amount of energy. This energy is what makes stars shine. Our sun was born in a cluster of stars. These stars were all formed from the same cloud of gas and dust. Section 5. The sun's steady glow. The sun is now in its main sequence. This is the longest stage of a star's life. During this stage, the sun fuses hydrogen into helium in its core. This process releases a constant stream of energy. This energy makes its way to the sun's surface. From there, it radiates out into space as light and heat. Section 6. Solar storms and flares. The sun is not a perfectly calm and steady object. It experiences solar flares and coronal mass ejections. These events release bursts of energy and charged particles into space. They can disrupt satellites and power grids on Earth. Sunspots are cooler, darker areas on the sun's surface. They are caused by the sun's magnetic field. Section 7. The red giant phase. In about 5 billion years, the sun will run out of hydrogen fuel in its core. It will then begin to die. As the sun runs out of fuel, it will expand dramatically. It will become a red giant star. The sun will engulf Mercury and Venus. It might even grow large enough to engulf Earth. Section 8. A white dwarf's fate. Eventually, the sun will shed its outer layers into space. This will create a beautiful planetary nebula. At the center of this nebula will be the sun's core. It will be a small, dense object called a white dwarf. A white dwarf is the leftover core of a dead star. It no longer produces energy through fusion. Section 9. The sun and life. The sun is essential for life on Earth. It provides the energy that plants need to photosynthesize. Photosynthesis is the process by which plants convert light energy into chemical energy. This energy is then passed on to animals that eat the plants. The sun also drives our weather pattern. It heats the Earth's surface unevenly, which causes winds and ocean currents. These processes distribute heat and moisture around the planet. The sun is a powerful force in our solar system. It is a star with a life cycle, just like us. It is important to understand the sun and its effects on Earth.